Alright guys, we're back to Hello Goodbye several months later. Last time, from what I can remember, May and I basically spent a day together, doing stuff, etc. And now we got to the point that I guess it's basically night. So, well, let's just continue with the story. Never would I have imagined that her slight worry would forebode things to come. Truly, what a travesty.
ごめんなさい、カイト君。失敗しちゃいました。
Well, it looks good at least. Hopefully that goes for the taste too.
味見をしたら、なんと言ったらいいか。
Flavor to start to describe it, got it.
ボキャブラリーが少なくてすみません。
That's okay. In her defense, though, there are some people who would have the gall to present their kitchen disasters on another person without trying it themselves first, so at least she is honest about it. And from the appearance and smell, at least it doesn't seem too terribly bad. Let's have a quick taste. Am I gonna faint? I pop a morsel of the dish into my mouth. Instantly, I taste that it isn't quite appealing to my taste buds as expressed around my mouth. I imagine she just simply added too much or too little of a certain seasoning. Just a tip for the future: when you test a dish, you want to do it when you're adding the salt and stuff, not after.
そうなんですか？
That way you can adjust the flavor just perfectly.
なるほど。
But you know, the last time you made something for me that tasted great.
あ、あれは、教会の方に作り方を1から10まで教わっていたものですから。
I see. Oh, okay, so this is your first time cooking with no training wheels, so speak.
はい。やはり、見よう見まねではよくありませんね。反省します。
True. Well, might as well eat it. I'd be ashamed to waste all this food. I take a seat to the dinner table and grab my chopsticks. Sit down, too, if you want.
カイト君？
If you, hold on. I mean, might as well eat it, right? It would be a shame to waste it. After all that hard work. I practically inhaled the dish. You made this specifically for me, so it'd be rude not to eat it at all.
カイト君。
I mean, I just did. And, oh, I also ate your portion too, so just wait a second, I'll cook you something nice and scrumptious myself.
本当にごめんなさい。
Now don't worry, if you feel bad, just work extra hard to make out after dinner tea that much better.
はい、わか
Yeah,
りました。
dinner time. The dishes are all done with, and I'm now reclining on the living room sofa relaxing. That's when a very gently soothing aroma gradually begins to pervade the room. Oh, tea's done.
はい、お待たせしました。
May appears holding a pair of teacups and a glass teapot. Wow, it looks like the tea leaves are bustling around in there.
はい、これはジャンピングといって、カイト君にぜひ見てほしかったんです。
Huh, so it's like a trick to brewing the tea. Does it doing that make it taste better?
そうですね。他にも容器をきちんと温めたり、蒸す時間を調整したり、美味しくする方法はいろいろあるんですが。
I see. This jumping phenomenon May told me about ends, and the leaves begin to settle the bottom of the pot.
けど、やっぱり一番大切なのは気持ちを込めることですね。
I see. That sounds like something you say, May.
さて、そろそろいい頃合いだと思います。
She picks up a teapot and pours a cup full of tea. Fruity aroma, much stronger than before, drifts through the air as she does.
では、どうぞお召し上がりください。
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I bring the cup to my lips and take a slow sip. It's a little bitter, but I like it. The smell is just absolutely wonderful too.
ダージリンティーです。 カイトくんが相手だからいろいろと悩んだんですけれど、初めてなのでやっぱり自分の一番大切なお気に入りの紅茶にしようと思ったんです。
I see. It's quite odd hearing how much consideration she puts into this cause. Causes my face to heat up like a furnace.
月並みの紅茶かもしれませんが、どうでしょうか。
It's delicious. You make something really good. You made some really good tea, May.
本当ですか。よかったです。
So would you be willing to make me tea more often?
もちろんそのつもりで意外な紅茶を後回しにしていたんです。
Great. What do you mean by interesting?
私の持ってる紅茶のレパートリーを全制覇するのは結構大変ですよ。
Just make sure to expand your cooking repertoire as well.
それはまだ教会の人に教わった分くらいしかありませんね。
Well, I can teach you something, right? And I guess you have your refugee friends too. It's pretty incredible that you're such good friends with these people that they teach you to cook.
はい、いつもいろいろとお世話になりっぱなしです。
As far as I can tell, May has been beaming with joy all throughout our conversation. I'm sure her refugee friends smile around her too, but I can't imagine that they live as gleeful a life as she does. Life is full of struggles and hardships for people in the position that they're in.
私にもっと皆さんのお役に立てる力があればいいんですけれど。
I've seen her make this specific face on occasion. She always does it whenever she's grappling with something. I think those people are plenty appreciative of you. May, you go out of your way to visit them, spend time with them, and put smiles on their faces.
でも
That's good enough for the present moment.
今はですか。
Well, you search and hopefully find some other way to help them by then.
そうですよね。
After dwelling on it for a few seconds, she smiles and agrees.
今何ができるかを考えるのではなくて、何かできるようになった時、それを実現させるための心構えを持っておく。
Yeah.
という
You thought about it that much. I think you're just fine.
こう思えるようになったのはカイトくんのおかげですよ。
My pleasure. My pleasure. Afterwards, May and I relax and chat with each other as we finish off the remaining tea.
ではおやすみなさい。
Yeah, you take care, okay? Good night, May. Phew. The longest yet shortest day of my life has come to a close without incident. I was so worked up over being alone with her at the start of the day, but I now almost feel silly for worrying over anything. It's quite a wonderful feeling. However, there's one thing this day made me certain of. I'm now much more aware of how important May is in my life. Even though I'm kicking back in my room now, all I have to do is close my eyes and I can see her smiling face. It's not a simple romantic crush, this emotion is something much more sincere and deep-rooted. It had to have been at the moment when she showed me the earnest look in her eyes. That was when she seized my heart and wouldn't let go. It would be great if I could just keep on protecting her forever. As I think that thought, I slip into my bed. However, as long as I keep lying on to her, that wish will never come true. My mission will inevitably end and I'll have to leave this town. The closer we get, the more painful the day will be for us. That's why I'm focused on treasuring the present. I should be happy and being able to live here and be her bodyguard. Yeah, that's right. It would be wonderful if this life could continue for as long as possible. But it won't. Other Kaito. I hear a voice whisper in my ear. I had to have been imagining it. I'm the only one in this room. Whatever, I need to sleep. I pull the blankets over me, close my eyes, still thinking about May. Well, that was something.
ねえカイト
Huh? May and had just gone to the science prep room to check for supplies a minute ago or so. And our reason for going was because we were told it had fixtures and other things that would be necessary for our cafe. On our way back, we decided to buy drinks for everyone, and right as we arrived back to the classroom, Suguri come up to me. What's up? We got one for you, by the way.
そうじゃなくてねちょっと来て
What? She drags me away by the arm. What's the deal?
うん
Seriously, what is this all about?
私早乙女すぐりが担当直入に聞きます
Oh no, a question. To who exactly?
後部カイトあなたは雪代メイと付き合っている
Of course you would ask something like this. Great. Am I? What?
イエスかノーかさあ答えなさい
No, that's plain ridiculous.
その返答の方がそんなわけがないよ
Why? I'm not following this whole conversation one bit.
最近いつも一緒にいるじゃない
I wouldn't say everywhere. Despite saying that, I know the truth. I have practically been with her everywhere she's gone. I'm her escort though, so that's simply to be expected. I must protect her around the clock. And to do that, I have to keep her within sight as much as humanly possible. Oddly enough, I'm probably with her the least whenever we're at the mansion. My old man being there as well means I don't have to be as on guard. It's been roughly half a month since I first moved there and began this life. Well, I guess there has been some stuff going on that's led us being together a lot.
そのちょっといろいろあってってところが気になる
What? Are you gonna interrogate me about that?
別にでも気になるのも結構いろんな人が気にしてるよメイとカイトが付き合っているのかって
Oh.
鈍感同士がコンビを組んだっていう
What? Wow, are you calling me dense?
そうだな。かなり鈍感だ。
Iwashimizu, where do you come from?
そうだったのか。お前ら付き合っていたのか。
Were you eavesdropping on us? I'm already getting bad feeling in my stomach. And the source of that anxiety, of course, this damn bastard is in front of us.
最近どうもお前と雪代の様子に結婚直後の若夫婦のようなそこはかとないたまらんエロさを感じていたのだが
This guy.
まさにそうだったのか
What the hell, man? You're the most disgusting person on the planet.
いや悪くないぞむしろいいことだ同志としてこれほど嬉しいことはない
Well, you can take your company back. I don't want it.
岩清水話は聞いてた今付き合ってることは否定されたのよ
そうなのか
Yeah, really.
そうかならもう片方に聞こ
He spins on his heels and starts walking off. Wait, hold.
うなあ雪代
はい何ですか岩清水くん
頭部と付き合ってんの結婚直前とか直後とか
This guy.
ダメか
Well, he got hit. Suguri comes in with her fear-open palm strike. From the distance, it appears as a simple slap on the face, but the internal damage it deals is devastating. You can't be fooled by appearances. Even I find myself stunned after witnessing this savage display. Then he gets slapped the other time, basically the first episode of this. I imagine she was in quite a hurry to stop him.
えっと
Well, I mean, she's not saying no. So this actually raises the question, right? I mean, she's not denying it right away. She's flustered. She looks straight at me, flustered beyond imagination. Yeah, that's what I said, flustered. It doesn't take a genius to see that something has struck her off balance. I understand that, but still.
こんなに戸惑ってる目見るの初めてかも。
Same. What?
これは本物ね。
So she has a crush on me? Is that what it is? She has a crush on Kaito, but that's about it, maybe? Or she just got thrown off. Suguri nods to herself after reaching some conclusion. I, for my part, can't even say a word. Looking at Mei, still in panic mode, the only thought that curses through my head is that I need to resolve this somehow. With Suguri's help, I managed to get things under control, and we now back to doing the festival mark. Okay, so everything got skipped.
夏目がいなくなったのは痛いわね。
She disappeared. She suddenly comes to me as I'm looking over some photos we're using as reference for decorating the classroom. I look in the direction she mentioned towards with her chin, and see Washimizu getting all worked up over something like an idiot again. Yeah, really. I feel like we've been through this a million times.
なんとかして。
Sure.
そんなに簡単に言っていいの？
No worries, I got this. Nobody's better at dealing with the rascal than me.
頼りになるわね。
Just watch. After throwing a glance back at her, I walk towards you, Washimizu. Yo, Washimizu.
なんだどうし
I have more than a few problems with you calling me bro, but I might have something a bro might be interested in hearing.
おほう聞かせてみせろ
Give me your ear.
いくらでも
If you can plan out all the interior decorations, I'll let you choose where the changing location is. Do I need to explain any further?
クラスメイトの女子たち
I back away with that. Now that's all that's left is to wait for him to issue the command.
クラスメイト諸君俺たちは最近家庭の事情で来られなくなった林道の後を引き継いで内装の役目を背負ったここは真面目にやろうではないか
Whispers and mumbling break out among the guys. They all unanimously seem to be in disbelief that Washimizu of all people is taking charge. After that, he goes and whispers into the ears of each of them. Their faces light up one after another and morale rises.
カイト、何したの？
It's planted a seed basically. Don't worry about it.
大したもんだわ。これなら大丈夫そうね。
Yeah, I guess. If they get too out of control, whip them back in line, so don't worry.
お願い。それじゃ私実行委員の集会に行ってくる。大至急集まってくれって。
Is it something urgent?
うん、なんだろうこの時期に。とにかく行ってきます。あとはよろしく。
Bye. See ya. Iwashimizu and the rest of the his goofs are arguing with a bunch of monkeys over at the dressing booth, where it should be replaced, what it should be look like, etc. Things are veering out of control, but right as I'm about to intervene, someone walks in. Suguri's back. She walks over to us with a dreary face.
みんな聞いて。
Hearing such an uncharacteristically downtrodden voice out of her, the whole class stops what they're doing and looks towards her. Something happened?
何もなくなっちゃった。
Oh.
学院祭中止だって。
It's cancelled? What happened? Why now?
台風があるからだって。森の全体どころか列島を覆うくらいの巨大台風が起こる可能性があるんだって。だから灯籠流しも中止という話になってるって。
あと1週間だぞそんなことわかるのか
なんでも最近稼働したスーパーコンピューターで大きな災害になりそうな天候予測が出たとかで。
I mean, you can predict the weather within a week nowadays. Yeah, a week is kind of accurate. Maybe a few days, like 3 to 4 days, would be more accurate. But Yeah, a week is enough. If it was a month, then yeah, that would be different.
ああ、地球シミュレーターか。あれって日本にあったんだ。
I heard of these Earth Simulator before. It takes a monstrous amount of weather data and compiles it into a simulation that can predict weather patterns on the global scale. Even manages to predict the super hurricane that hit America years back.
学院祭中止ですか。残念です。
This is so sad, man. This is so sad. Everything is canceled.
全くよ。
The news devastated the entire class, and after the announcement plays through the school on the intercom, I can hear angry shouts and protests from the classrooms. People were truly excited for this year's festival. Can it be postponed though? It doesn't have to be cancelled. It could just be postponed after the typhoon leaves. Maybe, you know, like in 2 weeks or maybe 3, assuming that the typhoon is not that strong. No place was that excitement more apparent than in the cafeteria. I thought it was impossible for it to be in any livelier than it was on the first day here, but I had been proven wrong. Maybe that's why it isn't hitting me as hard as everyone else. I heard the news of the cancellation and just took it for what it was. I felt no deep emotions with regards to any of it. If I felt sad, it was only because it was tough to seeing everyone appearing so defeated.
よし、断固抗議だ。学院側の応募を許してはいけない。俺についてこい。
You can't do
学院
that.
祭中止を中止させてやるぞ。
He storms out of the classroom after that bold, uncharacteristically gallant call out to action. Several others thrown in by his energy follow after him. Does he really think he can do anything?
無理ね。残念だけど先生たちの意志は固いみたい。学院長もいたし、中止の説明をしたのは区役所の人だったの。
This sounds like a pretty big deal.
初めは嘘と思ったけど本気なんだって分かったわ。
She was on the actual festival committee, so I imagine the disappointment she must felt have been far greater than the average person's. The class begins to clean up everything and gather the belongings to head home.
それじゃあまた明日。はい、また明日です。
Well, I mean, it is a dark sky, so... I mean... I can tell that it's not ideal. Security waves off and trots off. It's more than evident from her walking that she's feeling down in the dumps.
スーちゃん、残念そうです。
I can understand, she was putting in more effort than everyone.
はい。
Well, surely they're just gonna postpone it, right? Same with the floating lanterns. I can't imagine they just flat out not do it.
そうですね。そうなってほしいです。
That's what I was saying too, just postpone it, you know, until the typhoon goes away. But usually when there's a typhoon or a hurricane, whatever, there's usually one behind it too. Yeah, it depends on the season, I guess. She was probably among those who were the most saddened by the news. I recall when she showed me her photo album and explained everything to me with a smile on her face. She wasn't able to participate as much as she would have liked to this year, yet even so she was just as excited as everyone. As experienced as May is with helping those in need, I was expecting her to remain unfazed, but that wasn't the case. She is feeling the brunt of this devastating news more than anyone else. Oh May, I know what we can do.
はい、なんでしょう。
How about we go see the flowers?
はい。
He stares at me blinking confused at my sudden proposal. If this storm is gonna be serious, as they're predicting, don't you think we might want to shelter the flowers some?
あ、そうですね。そうです。カイトくん、ありがとうございます。私、気づきませんでした。
After arriving, we begin to brainstorm ideas on how to shelter the flowers from a typhoon. This place has originally just been a place that some kids come to play before the flower garden came to be. It commanded a spacious view, but there was nothing quite there to protect it. It was located in a high ground, which makes it seem like it would have a good surface runoff from water. But considering how wide the area is and the fact that there aren't any trees to act as windbreakers, we arrive at the conclusion that it was pointless to try anything.
枯れてしまうのでしょうか。
I don't think that'll happen. They grow to where they are now without any help from people, right? They're strong enough plants to survive a storm.
そうですね。
I'm still getting the impression that something is up with May. She's gingerly touching the lilies with her fingers, almost as if she's touching a loved one on the cheek. Why don't we take some back with us, just to be safe? It would be pretty awful if the whole garden was destroyed, don't you think?
あ、はい。そうですね。
And we can do it today, but why don't we bring some plant pots with us tomorrow or something? We'll take back all of them that we can. Her eyes stay fixated on me. Looking into those eyes, I see a deep sadness. But why exactly is she grief-stricken? I don't understand.
カイトくん、
Yes?
カイトくんはなぜ私にここまでしてくれるのですか？
What do you mean, why? Sincerely and matter-of-factly, she asked me the question, her gaze not once leaving me for a second. I can only stand there, rooted in place, and her stare mesmerizes me. Therefore, she
な
says,
ぜそんなに悲しそうなんですか？
You mean me?
はい、
I look sad?
はい。私はカイトくんが心配です。
Am I really? Am I really feeling sadness? I was excited for the festival myself, I know. So then have I become so attached to my happy, peaceful life here that a slight disruption is enough to make me saddened? No, that can't be. There's no way. I have no reason to feel sad in this first place.
どうしてですか？
I never felt like I was a part of the school or the city either. Attachment is just something I've never felt.
愛着を知らない。
I nodded in response to her question. My memory stopped at 10 years ago. So I've lived my life. I've lived my entire life without any sort of past to hold on to.
はい。そうなのですね。
That's why things were so easy for me where I was before I came here. All I had to do was focus on training my body and keeping my spirit from breaking. Emotional attachment was nothing more than a baggage there, and plenty of people crumble under that immense pressure. Soldiers aspire to suppress their emotions. You have to focus solely on becoming mental and physically stronger. Whatever you did before joining the military was a learning event, and it served no use in that place. But I had no trouble getting past that point. I mean, I had no past, so what was there for me to be attached to? I had a greater advantage over the other cadets in basic training because of that. And as such, I was showered in praise from all the directions. I was the boy that Kiritake Shido had taken under his wing, after all, so people expected talent from me. The only thing those compliments could evoke from me back then was a dry smile. I just do whatever I was told, thinking nothing of it. That's the very reason I'm here right now, even.
そのため、どういうことのためにここにいるのですか？
To just keep doing what the others told me to do, to follow orders. The order was given to protect her. No, that's not quite right. I only received that order after coming here. And the reason I was sent here is because it was my mission to come here. I assumed the identity of someone named Tolkaito and lived the life of a Tensho Academy student. But why? What was the goal in doing that? That's something I never asked. The only thing requested from me was to live a normal life. Me, a soldier who knows nothing, has known nothing beyond military life, has told to live like a normal person. Since it was an order, I accepted it with no questions asked. I may have gripped some, but Because nobody pays heed to those in the military. Even if I wanted to go against my order, I would have been accomplished nothing. This is a mission, after all. I don't have a choice in the matter. The order was for me to come to this town. But how did I end up here? I know I rode the monorail here, but what happened before that? Where did I get on the monorail to begin with? How did I come here? I can't remember.
カイトくん、どうしたんですか？
I can't remember. I can't remember anything.
カイトくん、もういいです。もう悩まないでください。
No, I don't. I know this. I felt this before. I know I have. But when? It wasn't years ago. This is the same thing that happened to me when I lost my memories all those years back ago.
カイトくん、お願いです。もうやめてください。
She grabs a hold of my arm, half in tears. She frantically tries to hold me in place. It almost feels like I'm about to go somewhere and she's desperately trying to stop me. I can't recall ever seeing her this terribly frightened ever before. No, there was one other time. Wait, what other time? When did I see her like that? We were running through the fires of war. Or when could that have happened? I don't remember any war. What are those memories coming to me?
カイトくん、やめてください。そんなに苦しいのなら。
Oh yeah, so I'm guessing they just bombarded the city, like expected. Yeah, this is it's the same thing that happened last time. The creature to the bridge erupted in flames. Thick, billowing clouds of smoke rise up from the erupting fires. I remember this. May's face as she stares in terror. The pillars of fire and dark gray smoke clouds. I've seen this before, vividly. I was in Morino for some reason. I got caught up in this warfare. No, I wasn't simply caught up in it. This site is similar. I remember it was something before I came to Morino. It was a certain covert operation. The enemy intelligence agency, we believed, had sent some of their men to a special district Morino to masquerade under the name Tobo Kaito, which was when our security branch launched their counter operation. They spearheaded a plan that would thwart the enemy intelligence agency's actions. The essence of this operation was that our security department would prepare an agent of their own to swap places with the Tobo Kaito. The agent was me. However, this mission didn't go according to plan. Something happened, something which was unforeseen by both the security department and the enemy intelligence agency. A faction from the security department's elite unit led an armed rebellion in opposition to the plan. The operation's success could have potentially been thrown into jeopardy by this one act of treason. Essentially, this is to say that the life of the very person at the crux of this mission was in danger, the person being me, the new Tobo Kaito. I'm guessing this attack coming in advance, so I thankfully managed to come up with it with my life. I had foreseen where the silence would come from, how they would attack, and I used the foreknowledge to formulate my escape. I moved with the acute precision of a needle being led through thread. All it would take was one wrong step, one half step wrong even, and I would have come into contact with the men after my life. I planned my actions with great care, pushing myself into the limit to escape from the impending danger. But after that, I lost my memories. I forgot that those people I assumed to be my allies had betrayed me. I've been this same episode. I have this same episode before, and years ago. That was when, and now the past is about to repeat itself. I'm forgetting it. I'm forgetting everything. But before that happens, I shakily press the keys on my phone I've never seen before and type out a message. Please, I beg you, do not forget, no matter what to do. I can't forget again. I can't. But then I forgot. I've now remembered what I've forgotten. The memories came back to me. This scene before me is one I have seen before. Yes, we have. I was able to gain knowledge of it before it happened, and I also know what happens next. I know that the unspeakable horrors that are about to unfold here. I have to avoid that, absolutely, no matter what.
カイト君、足が、お箸が。
I know. I take my stand. In response to that, she flinches.
カイト君、大変です。足が。
I know it is, but May, we have to go. It's too dangerous to stay here.
危険。
Right, so we need to get back to the pension pronto.
でも。
We absolutely can't go out into town right now. That's the worst thing we could do at a time like this. The town's too dangerous.
危険なのはお前だ。頭部カイト。
Natsume? Oh, holy crap. Well, this is unexpected. Oh, wow. Okay then. Okay then.
なっちゃん。
Right before our eyes is none other than Natsume. She had suddenly stopped coming to school during festival preparations, yet here she is now. I have to try to remember what was she doing in the future my other self had seen. She left school around when the coup happened in the Commonwealth. I was never told the actual reason for her absence, and all I knew was that things were bad over there. As a member of their intelligence division, there was no possible scenario in which I didn't affect her. But why is she here? I never saw this kind of future. Nowhere in my memories was Natsumi standing in a position of me, gun in hand.
なっちゃん。どうしたの？
Natsume.
動くな。
Right as I make a move to pull Mei towards me, Natsumi shouts loud enough to drown out an uproar from the city. Mei freezes up in fear. She doesn't know what to do and her body can't move an inch.
こっちに来るんだ。
What are you planning to do with her? To her, Natsume? She's with the Commonwealth military. She knows that Mei is the daughter of the president from the country hers is at odds with.
メイン何？それはお前の方だ。頭部カイト。
What the hell are you talking about?
頭部カイト。いや、本当の名は一体何だ？お前は我が国の陸軍省特別調査室の諜報員。この森野にとっては連邦からのスパイだ。
What? I look at Mei. Her gaze, however, is still transfixed on Natsume and shows no sign of moving. For some odd reason, seeing that helps calm down my nerves.
しかし、日本連邦国土保安局の調査によって特別調査室と過激派グループとの二重スパイであることが判明した。
Why do you say radical disaffection?
とぼけるなカイト。この事件を起こした張本人だ。
I can feel the anger seething from her. Despite her hushed voice, there was a rage contained in each and every word. No, you got the wrong idea.
連邦、合衆国、森野を混乱に陥れようとしているテロリストの一員。それがお前だ。偽名、頭部カイト。
Wait, just let me explain. I direct my gaze at Mei once more.
カイト君。
This time she isn't looking at Natsume, she's looking straight at me. I can see the worry in her eyes. To think that even at a time like this, she's worried about me. Even as I'm about to lose that very thing keeping her and I together, she's concerned for me. I falter. If I said the truth, how would I be able to face Mei later? How would I speak to her without the mask of Tobokai to put over my face? In the future that I saw, I chose to push forward with my lie. Now that I remember it, I know what will happen. That was my first action towards avoiding the future where I would lose May. I was scared of what would happen to our current relationship if she knew the truth. Could it be possibly lead to the future when May accepts me for who I am? Would she find it in herself to forgive me for deceiving her? But is that worry not the very reason I lied to her in the first place? I don't want her to know that I'm a military spy. She was the one person I was afraid of knowing the truth that I had lied about being Tobo Kaito. However, the person that Sumi mentioned isn't who I am or who I'm meant to be. That Tobo Kaito was supposed to have gone AWOL after I avoided that assassination attempt using my premonitions. Since the damages were minimal, there was a high likelihood that he'd survive, but that person isn't me. What do I do? What should I do? How can I get my way out of this situation? Natsume,
なんだ
I need you to believe me.
何
I can tell you who I am or why, but I'm not the person you're speaking of. I have no affiliation with these terrorists.
それを私に信じろよ
I have to.
カイト信じるとは何だ一方的に信じろというその態度は何だ
No, I'm just...
人はいくらでも人を信じられる私はそう思っているだがそれは人が人に強要していいものではない人が人に強要したときそれは脅しというのだ脅迫というのだ俺を信じろだ人の善意を何だと思っている信じていたさ私はお前を信じていたお前はそれだけのことをした信じるに値すると私は思っていただがお前は踏みにじったお前にとってはただのざれ言かもしれないその場の繕いかもしれないだが信じたがまま善意と裏切ったのは貴様だトムカイト
No, wait, this is just one big misunderstanding. But if I were to say those words, that would be beyond the point of no return. I would allow myself to be swept away by her goodwill. She believed in me. She trusted me. That was why she said what she said. She did. I should have glanced back towards the burning bridge. The roaring flames haven't weakened any at all. At this rate, the dominoes will fall one by one. The future I foresaw will be replaced by a future infinitely worse. What would happen to May? What would happen to him as well? It will become reality. It won't play out if I had it in my head. May, why did I tell her that lie? I'm sorry. Why did I do that to her? The reason that I have for doing it. I can't even recall that at this point. I'm sorry for all of this, Natsume. I really am.
今さら謝る理由は何だ
I'm gonna tell you who I am. I am not the Commonwealth spy you think I am.
何を言って
I slip into the hand in my pocket, leaving myself completely defenseless while Natsume keeps her gun trained on me. I know full well that I could be shot, but I do it anyways. I take out a single card ID. I offer it and hand it to
何
Natsume.
のつもりだ
See for yourself who I am. Not moving her gun, she casually takes a card and skims over it out of the corner of her eye.
合衆国陸軍
That's right. The card has my true name as well as my affiliation. My affiliation, of course, being
合衆国陸軍情報局保安部日本三国で最高峰のインテリジェンスか随分と大した所属だな
So yeah, so drop the gun already. Stop pointing it at me. You can verify that through the card, and if it's not enough, try this. Putting myself at risk once more, I reach in and take out my phone. I show her the name on display. This is the former director of the security department lead unit. Kiritake Shido.
おじさま。
桐竹指導。そうか。あのメイの家で見かけた。
He's the one of the key people responsible for upholding order and security.
その大人物がなぜメイの家で執事を。
Because he's working for the president-elect. He can attest to my identity and that my current mission is to guard Yukishiro Mie. There's even a written note in the holster of my gun. I won't reach for it, but you can check it for yourself.
それが証明になると。
Well, if you still want to doubt me, then I'll let you kill me.
カイト君。
なんだと。お前の任務はメイの護衛じゃないのか？
After you finish me off, take her back to the mansion. I trust you to do that the right thing, man. Natsume.
それは。
それはいけません。
Hey,
ダメです。なっちゃんは人を撃ってはダメです。カイト君も撃たれたらダメです。
メイ、
ダメです。
わかってるよ。
she slowly lowers her gun. After holstering it, she directs a playful smirk my way.
お前がメイを守らないでどうする？
You're right, Natsume. Thank you.
分かっていたんだ、私には。仮にお前を信じられなくても、お前を撃つことなど、
Oh, I see.
私
I see.
私たちはクラスメイトだろ。
Wait, we are? You were pointing the gun at me. We are?
なっちゃんは同じクラスの仲間です。
私もそう思っている。
Leaving us with only that as her parting words, she turns on her heel and begins walking away. As she does, she's just giving a light wave. I can let it end in this note. I can't possibly. Natsume, let's go to the Iwashibiru Yake again for some time. She stops in her trance and turns around towards me. She's slightly smirking at me again, but it seems to be on the verge of becoming a genuine smile any second.
ああ、約束だ。
Okay, I'm gonna stop right here because it's becoming really long. Okay, so that was interesting. So she came back to try. I didn't reveal my real name, but he did reveal his at least his mission. Okay, so Natsume is gone for now. Well, I'm gonna stop right here. Yeah, well, okay, things have changed. If this is another timeline, which is something that I mentioned before, because obviously the events are playing again. But now things have changed because instead of going towards the city like we did in the previous one, we stay behind. So let's see what happens. Well, anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like as well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.